Yeah, 50 Cent baby's mom came out, made a live last night. Child, baby, this can get bad, man. This really can get bad for 50. I mean, of course, he's gonna come out, do the stuff he always does. Of course, he's gonna act like he's unbothered. He's gonna talk some junk to her, probably. Maybe put some threats out there, stuff like that, lawsuits and shit like that. But this can get bad because if the wrong people decide to run with this, or if 50 got some unnamed enemies, which I'm sure he goddamn does. Ain't nobody got more enemies than 50 Cent. I can guarantee you that. A lot of his enemies won't. They're not showing their face now because 50's up. He got money. He got power, stuff like that. But you could imagine how many people hate 50 Cent's guts behind the scenes. So she went out and said the perfect stuff that can take him down. She said that the domestic violence, abuse, sexual abuse. She even went so far as this 50 tried to burn her house down. And this is an old rumor that's been going around, but allegedly the whole thing with her house burning down, allegedly, I mean, everybody knows already. That's supposed to have been Jimmy Henchman when they was beefing. Allegedly, supposedly. They were saying 50 did it way back in the day, but then it came out that really it was Jimmy Henchman when they was all beefing and stuff like that. But she said, nah, that was 50. That was 50 Cent. She said the Joker made a threat before that, like a week ahead of time before that, made a threat to her. This can get bad, man. And I always said this about 50 with the whole P. Diddy thing that's going on and everything else that 50 be out there. Clowning people always said this to 50, man. I said, look, you could easily be the next one on the goddamn chopping block. It don't take much. That's the whole thing about this whole Diddy stuff and everybody else, R. Kelly and Bill Cosby and stuff. It really don't take much. Because if you didn't do nothing wrong, you might be under the impression like, oh, I didn't do nothing anyway. I can go out here and say whatever. I didn't do shit to nobody. But it's not about what you done or what you didn't do. It's not about proving your guilt. It's about somebody making an accusation. Because you got to look at it like this. The benefit of the accusation for the machine is way beneficial to them. They can come in, they can take your money. You got to pay the system all kind of money to fight this. You got lawyers who are going to want to get paid from this. The system itself, court fees, they get money off this. So the balance of accusations coming against a rich person, a rich celebrity, are way more beneficial that they put you through it than let you not go through it. You know what I'm saying? It's like all these years Diddy had backup, he had allies in the system and stuff like that. He obviously was probably an informant of some sort. Then they turned on him. And once they turned on him, all hell broke loose for him. And that's all it takes. 50 don't he act like he don't realize that he should know better than anybody else. He's in the mix. He's in the system. So if they decide to run with this, what his baby's mom is saying, this shit could be lights out for 50. You know what I'm saying? It really could be lights out. And we don't know the whole entire story. It's three sides, like they say. One side, the other side, then there's the truth. So we don't know the whole real story, but we have seen people go down for less. This is somebody who's been with him for a long time. You might be like, oh, this is a long time ago. But Bill Cosby shit was fucking 30, 40, 50 years ago. It don't matter how long ago it was. You know what I'm saying? So 50. And how would it look if 50 now ends up being the one on the chopping block? I definitely wouldn't be happy about it. I wouldn't be laughing at it, but it'd be like, you'd be like, damn, dude, see, this is what happens, man, when you out here all this buffooning and cooning and shit with this shit with Diddy and shit. I understand you don't like him, but to go at him in the justice system, that's just off. That's out of pocket, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then she ended off the live last night, 50 Cent's baby's mom, by saying the real reason why 50 and Diddy are beefing is because somebody slept with somebody's baby's mom before Diddy did. So obviously she was saying 50 smashed one of Diddy's baby's mom. She said it wasn't Kim Porter though. So this whole baby's mom fighting for chicks thing has been going on with them back and forth for a long time. And she went in a little bit on the Daphne chick, as I did and a lot of other people did. Like how he did. She even said that his son Marquise met her for the first time and came back and told her he was like, she's not from my dad, basically saying she's trash. You know what I'm saying? We all can see that from the outside looking in. How 50 didn't. I don't understand that part of the whole game with 50, of his whole thing and the whole image and everything. How did he fall so under with this Daphne chick? And yeah, if he fell under, he can't really come out here and say he was just some old, he smashed or it wasn't serious. I see this Joker in pictures at the beach. Oh my God, every time I think about the pictures, man, it's every time I think about the pictures with 50 with that chick at the beach, man, oh my God, man, that shit is who's that? I think that's Tawan Ginn. Was good. If you haven't seen them pictures with 50 at the beach with the Daphne chick when you first met her, do yourself a favor and go look at them pictures, man. This shit is fucking hilarious, yo. Like, oh my God, it's so dishonorable. It's so stomach punching. Like, it's just so just the worst image of 50 ever. When you see him in them pictures with the Daphne chick at the beach, he just looks so bad, man. He just looks so sorry and pitiful, man. Like I always say, as 50 Cent, as a rapper, I was fucking love the G Unit movement. I was locked up in juvie when 50 Unit first came out, the G Unit shit, and I got out in the midst of like 50 coming up. I was in juvenile, got out in the midst of like the G Unit whole thing blowing up. I was like, oh shit, this is tough. You know what I'm saying? Was fucking with it tough since then. And then I became the fifth member, a G Unit soldier. You know what I'm saying? So. But as far as on a personal basis, man, 50 be doing some out-of-pocket stuff sometimes, for real. Even with all that, I still F with 50 tough, but I still want to see him win. Still happy for him and stuff like that. But some of the stuff he does and says, man, is super questionable. Like, dude, what are you doing out here, man? You're acting bogus right now. Super bogus, like with a capital fucking B, bogey. But this shit here, man. His baby mom said a mouthful last night. She said a whole bunch, boy. I was like, damn. She says stuff throughout the years, little stuff here and there, but last night was like the first time she really went in, and I think like she said a whole bunch of shit. I was just like, she's talking about just every bad thing you could possibly think of that we've seen other people go down for. Now maybe since she's a sole female out here saying this, and she's black, don't make no mistake about that. Not to make it racial, but maybe it won't hit as hard because she's black and she's the only one saying it. Because of course, if she was a white chick out here saying this shit, we know would definitely take off. You know what I'm saying? But it may not have that kind of traction because she's black. But this shit, boy. But that's about it, man. I'm about to go up in here into the plantation and pick this cotton. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to anybody that came through. Tawan Ginn. Should look like a broke African kid. Yeah, that picture you talking about, right? Look like you from fucking Somalia out somewhere, man. Like, not to make fun of nobody from Somalia or nothing, but goddamn, 50 looked like a fucking Somali immigrant that was like, just like got dropped off in America by accident or something. Like, that shit looked crazy, yo. Like, that shit looked crazy. That's just the way he was looking at himself. And that's not even counting like him taking the pictures and him all the cheesy smile, like he was all lovey-dovey and mesmerized with this bitch, man. I can see the bitch is trash. You know what I'm saying? This Daphne chick, like, the one thing about celebrities, that's why it's like no way around. Like, you have to believe that there could be like some kind of cult, not cult, but like the whole Illuminati stuff when you hear people say that they match celebrities up with certain people, that's why it's hard to not believe that. That's why I think that's definitely true. Because somebody like 50 Cent, you're from the hood, you're messing with mad chicks already, beautiful females with, you know what I'm saying, esteem and prestige and, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. How would you possibly end up with a person like Daphne and then you're like all love struck and then it's like you really act like you don't even see? You can't see through this shit. Like, we all can see through this shit. Like, all you gotta do is be around a chick like that for a couple minutes. You can see through somebody like that. 50 Cent from the hood, and he been in corporate. He got super amount of knowledge. He's worldly traveled. How you can't see somebody like Daphne coming? It's like, that's why I definitely believe that a lot of celebrities are definitely matched up. They have to be dealing with these certain type of females. They send these females to them, and that's part of the package of them maintaining their spot. You know what I'm saying? It's like they tell them, look, you have to be with this female, otherwise you ain't getting this deal or you ain't getting this promotion. You know what I'm saying? This contract or something like that. So that comes with that. That's all it can be, man. That's all it can be. Like Tawan again said, he looked like a goddamn African refugee in them pictures with that bitch. I was like, man, that shit is fucking hilarious every time I think about it. So that's about it, man. Tawan again, shout out to you, man. Much love, but I'm about to go up here into this goddamn plantation, pick on this motherfucking cotton. And that's about it, man. Do what y'all gotta do to get by. And stay out of the way of the bullshit. Can't even turn this shit off now.